Charge. Okay, so we've got that there because we officially have our algorithm of our dividing with our fractions. Again, when we talk about things of, all right, how much are we going to use this? Yeah, the dividing and the multiplying with fractions, we see a lot of. The decimals, not so much of. The fractions, oh my, they hang around. So, all right, steps for dividing fractions. Let's put this all together, all right? The first thing that we are doing, and I want to take a peek, that's down there. All right, so the first thing that we need to do is we need to rewrite, okay? We rewrite the problem. Like we saw in lesson number 4, all right, what we're really going to do is the phrase of the multiply by the reciprocal. And your official reciprocal, that's a C that's there, all right? The main thing is, what's reciprocal? Well, mathematically, it means, hey, you need to flip that fraction. Flip it, all right? So after we rewrite it, we're looking for cross division, just like when we do our multiplication. And remember, that's what we have here, is we really have a multiplication problem. So dividing fractions doesn't really exist. We turn it into a multiplication problem, and we use our rules for multiplying with fractions. So after we cross divide, we'll multiply across. And then the last thing that we have to check for is to simplify, because sometimes we don't catch all of the cross division. So we do need to clean things up. Improper fractions are fine, but we've got to make sure there's no one we can divide by. So what I mean by that is, it's okay for 18/10 to be improper, but I can divide them both by 2. So if we can, all right, I need 9/5. I don't need you to change it into a mixed number. And remember, the mixed number would be, how many groups of 5 can I pull out of 9? Well, that would be 1 group. How many pieces are left over? There are 4. And I was trying to put them in groups of 5. Yeah, we don't have to get there. You can, but you got to at least get to the 9/5. All right, so lots of computation here, people. Bringing out those math facts. All right, so problem number 1 here, rewrite that division problem. So it's going to be 3/4. It's going to be times, and then we're going to flip that second fraction. So it's going to be our 5/2. So I'm looking on those diagonals for any cross division. And there's none. I know, disappointment. All right, but look at the 3, look at the 2. I can't divide them by any one. The only going to divide a 3 by is a 3, and the only going to divide a 2 by is a 2. They don't match up. 4 and the 5, again, no one to divide by. So we're going to multiply across. And 4 times 2, there we go. And there's no one to divide by. Again, the simplifying, it is your math facts. There's not many other ways that we can say it by just scrolling through your math facts of what can you divide an 8 by. And then can you divide that into the 15 as well. But that same number has to work for both of them. But yeah, there we go. It's as straightforward as that. Don't fall into the trap of doing the cross division first and then rewriting the problem. You do have to rewrite the problem that you're looking at. All right, so let's go to problem number 1 that's here. Again, we are dividing, so we are going to rewrite it as a multiplication problem, and we're going to flip that second fraction. All right, every single time it's a rewrite. So I'm looking for cross division. I'm looking at that 9, and I'm looking at that 11, and there's nothing there. There's no one to divide by. Again, rolling through my multiplication facts of what can I multiply together to get 11? 11 and 1, that's it. And I can't divide 9 by an 11. But I do smile at that 10 and 20. All right? I got a lot of choices here. We always want to try to use the biggest number. All right? Now, the biggest number here would be to use a 10. So we can divide them both by a 10. All right? So 10 divided by 10 is a 1. 20 divided by 10 is a 2. Let's multiply across. 9 times 2, 18. 1 times 11 is 11. No one to simplify. Normally when you catch all your cross division, there's no simplifying. But sometimes we don't know we caught all of our cross division. So we do need to check for it. So yep, there we go, 18/11. Let's drop down to question number 2. And this is something we just want to watch for if we run into it there. So I've got 6/11. I'm going to rewrite it. That's step number 1. So it's going to be times 33 over 12. Now, cross division. Okay, I'm looking at the 11, I'm looking at the 33. And we can divide them both by 11. Now, my 11s, remember, they're always that repeat number. 11, 22, 33, 44. So again, using your multiplication facts. 11 divided by 11 is a 1. 33 divided by 11 is a 3. Now check this out. I see the 6, I see the 12. And one of the things to always check for is simply, does the smaller number divide into that larger number? Okay, and it does here. But let's say you didn't catch that. Let's say you decided to divide by 2. Okay, so watch what happens here. If we divide by 2, it's going to be fine. 6 divided by 2 is a 3. 12 divided by a 2 is a 6. Now, what you might notice then is, 3 and 6, I can still do more cross division. You can do cross division again. That's perfectly legal. So 3 divided by 3 is a 1. 6 divided by a 3 is a 2. And what you see there is, if we would have used 6 from the beginning, we just would have gone there in one set. 6 divided by 6 is a 1. 12 divided by 6 is a 2. So again, it's something to be aware of. Multiply across. 1 times 3 is 3. 1 times 2 is 2. Hey, 3 halves, we're good with it. Let's look at one more. All right, let's look at one more here. We're going to rewrite it as step number 1. And here's what we want you to notice. Let's do some cross division first. Okay, 7 and 35. Okay, like I said, a lot of times you can use the number itself. And sure enough, I can divide by 7. And this is one of the first things to check for. 7 divided by 7 is a 1. 35 divided by 7 is a 5. Now, let's say you don't catch the cross division fully on the next one. Let's say you don't see the 12 and the 3. Okay, let's multiply across. 12 times 1, 12. 5 times 3, 15. Okay, simplifying here. Yes, we can divide both of these numbers by 3. Yeah, we can divide them both by 3. Watch what's going to happen here. 12 divided by 3 is a 4. 15 divided by 3 is a 5. Hey, there's my winning answer, 4/5. Now, we want to show you is what happens if you would have caught the cross division. So let's go back. We can divide them both by 3. 3 divided by 3 is a 1. 12 divided by 3 is a 4. And look at this. 4 times 1 is my 4. 5 times 1 is my 5. So again, we get there. All right, we just want to try to catch it sooner than later because typically there'll be smaller numbers in the original problem than if we try to do it at the end. Because if I just multiply across 12 times 7, 84, 35 times 3, 105, now I got to do simplifying with 84 and 105. No, thank you. No, thank you. So again, that cross division is where it's at. All right, people. Again, lots of computation when it comes down to it. If you need your multiplication charts, obviously that's something that you can use. For some of you, like I said, it just comes down to those computations. So definitely have something that's going to help you out. Find what works for you. All right. We're out of here, people. We'll see you later. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Too kind. Too kind.